Hi, welcome back everybody to Maria's Kitchen. I first want to start off with giving a thanks and a shout out to those that have donated. And today I am going to show you how to cook whole beans, but I'm also going to show you how to do a small little refried bean recipe. The very first thing we are going to do today is we have to have 2 pounds of beans. They're pinto beans. You're also going to need some salt. You're also going to need some lard, and then you're going to need, the secret ingredient is salted pork. And I got this at Save Mart, so any grocery store. I did go to a Mexican store, but I couldn't find it there, so salted pork. Okay, I measured 3 cups of pinto beans, and I am going to pour them out on my counter. I've already cleaned my counter, but we're going to wash them anyway. So notice right away we have to go through them. Look at a rock. There's rocks. I found these little things already. There's like a burnt bean. So we have to go through them. Oh wow, look at all this. See? We want to get all that out. And then I have a strainer that I'm just going to put it in after I go through the beans. So you kind of just go through the beans, another rock. Look at that. Wow, some of the beans are really dirty, some are not. You just want to go through them real quick to see that there are no rocks. And I also take out the ones that are broken. So it looks like I took out quite a bit of the broken ones, the dark ones, and the rocks, and it looks pretty clean. So this is 3 cups. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to get them off into the strainer. I'm going to try to get them all in here, and then we're going to wash them. We're going to rinse them over by the sink. Okay, we've got the beans all in here in the strainer. I'm going to go ahead and rinse them. But I already filled up a pan of cold water, and we're going to fill it up to the top. So I put it 3/4 of the way or more, and it's going to get ready. I'm actually turning it on. I'm going to turn it on high because we want it to get boiling right away. Here we are, and I am rinsing them. You're going to want to do a good rinse. I just go through them and just get my hands and just run the water through, rinse them really good, maybe about a minute. Just want to keep going, and that's about it. And then we're going to take them over to the pan. Next, we are going to pour the beans into the pan, and I've already had the pan on and it's on high. And the next thing you're going to do is add the salted pork. I cut this one in half. This is a good amount for this size of a pan, and you just drop it in and see how it's to the water is to the top. That's how you want it. Now we're going to get it to a rolling boil, and then we're going to let it simmer. So we'll be right back. It's been about 9 minutes. It's boiling rapidly. See how it's a full rolling boil? All the beans have like risen to the top. So you're going to see this. So now at this point, we are going to lower the flame all the way to a very, very low, and then we're going to put the lid on top. And got extra water here on the side because about every 35-40 minutes you're going to want to check the level of the water. You want the water to be at the top, so you'll have to keep adding water till it's done. So it's going to take approximately about 1.5 hours to 2 hours till they are completely done. It's been about 1 hour and 45 minutes. They are done. You could just tell they're going to be soft. You're going to pull one out, and you'll just see how they are soft and they break up. I'm going to eat it. But I have to tell you something. This salted pork, I did not put salt. If you don't use the salted pork, you will have to add about 2 teaspoons of salt, and then to your taste if you want more than that for this whole pot. So this is wonderful though. This salted pork gives it a wonderful flavor, and it's so delicious, and then your husband or somebody can eat it after because it's fully cooked. I just want to let you know that there is so many things you can do with beans, and probably a lot of people's favorite are the refried beans. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. You're going to get a teaspoon of lard. You're going to put your pan on high. I'm going to actually scoot that in there, and we're going to let it get to melted. So let me wipe my hands, and we're going to let the lard melt till it's completely melted, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So it's melting, and it's almost melted. You're going to need it's a potato masher, but it's a bean masher too. So I'm going to use this. So it's melted. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and grab a cup of the fresh beans. I'm actually going to just pour them in. Let me see. I'll do about 2 cups. You don't want to put too much water, but the water will evaporate. So there we go. It's boiling. I'm going to actually add maybe about 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. And I'm not going to put the salt in until I taste it. So it's already coming to a rolling boil. You just start mashing it. You just start going like this. Start mashing it, and it's going to be really nice and creamy in just a few minutes. See how you're mashing all the beans, and it's going to actually get a little bit thick too, because we have it on a high flame. And we want it to get a little bit thickened. And so we're just going to let it keep boiling for just a little bit. And then I'm going to taste it to see if it has enough salt. I want to make sure it has enough salt. And it'll get like a kind of a light, you see how it lightened up because we're mashing the beans? The inside is kind of light of the beans, and it has a beautiful, oh, it's so pretty. Look at this. It's almost done. It's almost done. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and taste it to see if it has enough salt. Oh, it does. I'm going to go ahead and put about 1/8 teaspoon of salt in there. And we are done. That is it. Look at how beautiful. I'll let it go maybe a little longer so it can get a little thicker. Okay, we had it on medium-high, and we were stirring constantly. Now when it starts to get thicker like this is the consistency you want. You turn the flame off and you let them sit there. And this is perfect right here. We are going to build a tostada, and I'm going to show you how to do that right. So I hope you liked the bean show today. Here are the whole beans. I put them in a little container. You can have them like this and eat them just like that. We love to put a little pat of butter. Here are the refried beans. You can also have them like this too, and put them on tostadas like this. I already ate that other bean taco. And then I put a little salad here. This is a nice presentation here. I put a dollop, I forgot to tell you, I put a dollop of this avocado on top. So stay tuned to the next show, because I am going to show you how to make this wonderful green chili. It's called chile macho. And this is my grandmother's recipe. Although I blended it, she left it more whole. Now the scripture of the day. But I got to stop real quick. This is tempting me so much that I have to get a bite of chili. Oh, it's so good. And it's hot and I can handle it. Back to the scripture. You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. In the same way, let your good deeds shine for all to see. Mathew 5:14. Be kind and courteous, and let your light shine and do good deeds. Bye, and thank you very much. Have a good day.